said to you, I'm going to talk to you about building a stable retail business with a particular focus on the summer period. So just a quick show of hands, who in the room was introduced to the business through the products? So perhaps trying them at a launch party or going to a business presentation, seeing the value in the products. So I was very different, and I was introduced to the business by seeing the benefits of the products. I didn't try anything. I saw my sister actually skipped into my living room. And this is all really valuable in my story. She had trainers on, so I took notice. We weren't gym goers. We liked to keep healthy, walk with the dogs, that sort of thing. But her skin was glowing. She looked amazing, and she was losing a baby weight. And I was like, wow, what are you doing? At that time, I was 38 weeks pregnant with baby number 5, so you can imagine. Just looking at the slides there, if you can see that picture up on the top right, that was me. I was so jealous. She said, Claire, I've started this business. I said, oh yeah, tell me more. Bearing in mind we'd had a card business in the past that didn't work. We did have a small nursery that we opened for 4 years, which was amazing. So we've worked together. I said, no. I've got no time. I am not getting involved. But what I will do is help you promote the product that makes you look that good. So the very next day, I get a phone call off a friend who I'd not seen in 20 years. And she said, Claire, is your sister doing the aloe vera-based products? She said, I'd really, really love to try a C9. And I said, actually, Becky, I've just started my business. I can get you that C9, because to me at that time, the potential of earning a bit of extra money around my family meant that I could perhaps have an extra cinema trip. If I go out with my 5 children, it's about £80 to go to the pictures. So that £35 approximately in every £100 was massive, massive value. Within 7 short months, I got to manager on the marketing plan with absolutely no idea what I was doing. I didn't watch the business presentation, not till I was about 4 months in business. I wasn't particularly coachable. I was rebellious. I thought, I've got no time. Don't try and tell me what to do. I just want to promote and share the benefits of these products. So that's what I did. I've qualified for the 4cc level 3 pin. I've never missed a 4cc. And also I managed to show other people the business and share the value in earning that extra money from home. Therefore, my team started to grow as well. I've also qualified for the yellow suitcase, which I'm super proud of. And I suppose I've just enjoyed thoroughly the 3.5 years. I'm now a single mum, as Phil said. So the last year has been really, really challenging. My ideal picture of life, 2.4 children, maybe 2.7, whatever it is, and, mum and dad at home, family trips, that was all I ever wanted. So it's safe to say I've been on a massive, massive roller coaster. However, my business hasn't suffered. In the last 3 months, I've actually done around about 10 case credits each month. Therefore, it's just showing you what is possible in very, very small pockets of time around a busy life. So today I'm going to pose these 3 questions to you. If you want to get your pads and pens out if you haven't already, because when I was asked to deliver this slot today, these were the questions that I had to ask myself. So what activity do you plan to achieve that 4cc? Write it down. What is your focus over the summer period? My focus is survival, being at home with 5 children, nothing else. Then I can save myself by going to build my business, because that's the fun bit. And what were the hardest things you encountered in the beginning? One story stands out. So when, Emma will tell you, I don't miss an event. I always go to the trainings now. I didn't in the beginning. And one morning, I came downstairs, the children at childcare, massive issue, you can imagine. I've got no regular childcare unless I pay a babysitter, and nobody can cope with them all together. So I came downstairs, it's success day morning, I've got team coming to pick me up because I was traveling with them, in my towel, and I realized that my husband at the time hadn't come home from the night before. So I could cry, go back upstairs, tell the children I'm here for the day, or I could find another way of getting there, which is what I did. So it was a massive hump in the road, and those sorts of challenges were quite regular, not necessarily around that same situation. So, as I said to you, my average over the last 3 months is around about 10 case credits, 9.841, which equates to the turnover that you can see on the screen in the middle star over the year, if that was to be consistent throughout the year. So the annual profit for an assistant supervisor, who's an assistant supervisor and just got started? Amazing. So per year, the potential of an extra £10,000 per year in profit just by building a similar business to me. You know, if you might be thinking, oh my God, 9 case credits, I'm really, don't know whether I can do the 4 or 5 or 6. Just commit to the activity. Don't let yourself make any excuses about why not, and get on with it, and you will achieve lots of case credits. It's amazing. So me as a manager on the marketing plan, £13,434 throughout the year. That equates to what I was working in education. I was in education for 12 years. So that amount of money is life-changing. You know, it has changed my life, working very part-time around the children. Now, I don't always want to be the mum in the playground or the mum at the assemblies, especially not when it's music and it's recorders. I could quite happily stay at home. But it has given me the choice to be at school and be in the playground and enjoy my children that I've brought into the world. So the monthly profit, what that means to me is it's an income. It's a monthly income that helps me to bring my family up, my mortgage, my bills. I'm keeping it very real, and it pays for me to have the life that I choose. So this message, anticipation, we know that after Monday comes Tuesday, after spring comes summer. Let me get that in the right order. It's the same for us in business. We've got to plan ahead, but remain flexible to the changes that we've got to challenge and overcome as well. This summer, I wasn't prepared to have a summer like this. If I had have been, I'd have had all my aloe first, the sunlips available for people to see a little bit. My social media would have been a bit better up to date. However, I could act on it quite quickly and simply share what I was using on the family and in my family life. And that can then promote what we do. So if you haven't planned your Christmas and your spring next year, it's time to get booking things in and enjoy doing that too. So June, you might be thinking, well, what activity does Claire do to achieve that? I go to stalls, which are difficult because it's usually a full day, isn't it? You know, a good few hours out, but I have to do it. I commit to 2 stalls per month. It's not a lot. One of the days at the weekend. I try and do one during the week when some of the bigger children are in school. Aloe bars, like Natalie's told us about, if you do those aloe bars and encourage people to try the gels, they will buy them. The tri-pack, it's incredible. I've sold 3 tri-packs this morning, sat in the audience. And that's not necessarily regular gel drinkers. My gel drinkers, I've only got 10 regular gel drinkers, but I've got lots of customers. In June, I looked after 24 people. So the 20 to 30 customers that we're coached to find and look after is what I've been doing, but 10 of those are regulars, and I would say about 12 of them are irregular gel drinkers. Do you all have them? Oh, I'll buy a gel this month, and I might get one in 3 months, and oh, you look really good, I'll buy a gel today, but they don't necessarily commit. Now, even my irregular gel drinkers have been quite happy to try the tri-pack because it looks, and I've offered it to them. Would you like to try the new tri-pack? Yeah, what's that? Oh, well, it'll last you the month, it's amazing. Yeah, okay. So just telling people about the new products because we're treating it as that. So one of the ladies I met at a store recently, my biggest tip in retail is spend a little bit of time with your customers. An hour at the beginning will change their perspective and view of you and what we can deliver and give them in their health. If we just simply listen to what they're saying, they're the expert and we're providing the products to the consumer. They're the expert. We need to listen to what they need from us and act on that. So the lady I met at a stall, I didn't get loads of customers at the stall. She's spent about £250 with me in the last 3 weeks because she's starting to stock her cupboards and she's on my VIP page. I'm keeping it rich and she's enjoying being part of what we do. So if you build the firm foundations and aim to have your 20 gel drinkers, as an assistant supervisor in month 1, you too could earn an extra £303 in profit. Over a year, that equates to £3,636, and over 5 years, £18,180. Now, I'm going to take this a little bit further because I thought, well, I've only got 10 regular gel drinkers. If they buy 2 a month and I can upsell and encourage them to have the tri-pack, that's an extra £200 a month just from 10 customers. So imagine what it would do if you were developing 20 customers and encouraging them to have 3 bottles a month as opposed to the 2. It's definitely going to, give you a little bit more income that month, and definitely worth doing. So the case credits, commit to a daily amount. Every single day to achieve 10 case credits, I do 0.33 case credits. Pick your 5 favorites and talk about them, share them, and encourage and show people how you use them. Yes, you've got to, do your experience packs. Learn how to stock them with a little bit of creativity. I put a little teapot in and my aloe blossom tea bags and treat people to a cup of tea. Have a hug in a mug off me. I've always got something in hand, in my bag, in my car. Although I plan, keep it very flexible and always have something there. If you wanted to achieve your 4 case credits, which if you're new in the business and you're thinking 4 case credits would be amazing right now, commit to 0.13 cc's every single day. And by the end of the month, so working from the 1st to the 30th or the 1st to the 31st, you'll absolutely nail your 4 case credits. So just decide where you want to be. I want to double my 10. That's my focus over the summer. Use the gels, keeping my skin hydrated, my body hydrated, and sharing it. I've got the children with me all summer, so my products will have to come to wherever I'm going to enjoy them, and also to send that message out as well. As a parent, I put 91 hours per week into parenting. If the children wake up at 7 in the morning and go to bed at 9 p.m. at night, 91 hours. So if you sat there thinking, well, I'm not a single mum, I've got a corporate job and I'm really, really busy. Amazing. 91 hours, there's not many jobs that's that. So if I can find a little bit of time, so can you. So the quote from Tony Robbins, some people freeze to death in the middle of the winter and other people snowboard. I know which I'm going to choose. I'm going to be flying across those slopes. That was when Dolly was a baby, so my first year in business. I think it was around about 18 case credits that I did with ease, just sharing the products. And that little statement, if you've got time to read it there, I come from an equestrian background, and I think it teaches you how to be resilient, make no excuses. If it's cold, it's wet, you have to turn up, you have to show up, and you have to be prepared to take a few knocks and still go on and perform and do really, really well. So I believe that everything that comes as a challenge could be an excuse. Am I right? Oh, it's a bit hot, I don't want to go today. I'd rather go in the garden. The kids are playing up, the dogs need a walk. There's 100 million excuses. I've got plenty, and I do make them every day. And then I decide that that's my reason why I'm going to work a little bit harder. If the kids are troubling me, I'm going to work harder to make sure I can afford the nanny. If the dogs need a walk, then perhaps I could get dog divas, the dog walkers? They're quite expensive. So why not work a bit harder and get some help with the things that you find a bit of a challenge as well? We're all going to hit them. So my top tips: habits create discipline. Thank you, Emma. They do, and they earn you the money. Read some books when you find the time. Raving Fans is one of my favourites. Attitude is Everything is a must-read. Gung Ho, thank you, Nicola, changed my team leading within my business for the better. Act on your orders. Success like speed. Don't sit there with your cart full for 10 days. Get your cart full and get your orders in. I was ordering 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 times a week to create the momentum so that customers were happy, and then they would come back for more. Keep in touch with your customers. The minute the order's in, get, the payments in the bank, create your cash flow. Don't sit there and wait to be paid, when it comes in. You don't go into a shop and then pay, after the date. Get your cash in, get your orders in, and enjoy providing a service for the customers that they're going to go and tell their friends about too. So thank you for listening today, and go out there and build your businesses with lots of pride, like I do, and enjoy yourself doing it. Thank you.